this a trifle, but the pain I experienced at the coronation was beyond imagining. We must needs uncover this secret power that allows for the command of pawns.
Peruse at your leisure, sir.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics. With this, the peril has passed. Still, perhaps we ought to visit the village again anon, just to be certain.
Peruse at your leisure, sir.
Oi, you there! You've just arrived in town, haven't you? I don't mean to pry, only it's my grandson, a boy by the name of Rog. He's gone missing. Pray tell, have you seen the lad?
Morris, I've just found out Roger's been abducted by beasts.
What? No! How can that be?
I've just heard news. Rog was seen being dragged off by wolves.
Oh, my poor boy. We must go rescue him at once.
Morris, think what you're saying, friend. We can't go charging off after the lad. We are no match for such creatures.
Do you truly expect me to do naught but twiddle my thumbs when my only grandson's been taken from me? The soldiers won't do aught for him, will they now? Consarn it all. He's right. But what else am I to do? If I do not hasten to the poor lad's aid, who will? Do you truly mean that, sir? You will save my grandson. If you return him to me, I will be forever in your debt, stranger.
Let us speak with everyone we can think of who might know aught of use.
Really now, you mustn't shirk your duty, lest you forget 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
I'm well aware of that, thank you.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
I end up feeling weary even after a day of rest.
Hubris is man's worst enemy.
I only work when I fancy, but I get by.
Poor Rog. He truly is a lovely boy. He's always helping Morris in his shop. And he's delivered me my remedies many a time. Once, he even picked some flowers on his way and put them up for me. All pretty like. I still recall his smile when he told me about the beautiful flower bed he tends to on the outskirts of town. Oh, Rog, will I e'er see your smile again? I suppose I can only hope.
It's this way.
I must but not at the expense of my duty.
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty.
You would have me lead? Consider it done.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
We must not let down our guard.
Let my magic strike you an elemental boon.
That was impeccably timed, Arisen. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Down your arms before you hurt yourself. I must summon reinforcements.
It shall be done. I am here to aid you, Arisen.
It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master? Am I expected to pick that up? If I must. Big things have been felt that. Perhaps a few more for good measure. Oxen are to be found here, of all places.
'Tis best to leave harmless creatures be.
If no one will do it in my stead, then I suppose I have little choice but to obey.
Aye, I met Roger by the cenotaph, on the eastern side of town. He had what looked like a bundle of grass with him, only he was carrying it as though 'twere of the greatest import. When he would say no more than 'twas a secret. So I told him to get home safe, and we parted ways. Yet no sooner had I turned my back than I heard him scream. I charged to his aid, but a wolf was already scarpering with him and its jewels. Poor lad. His cries haunt me even now. Pray help him if you can, sir. He deserves a better fate than this.
The flowers that bloom around here glow come nightfall. From what I can glean, the petals absorb the sun's light by day and release it after dark. Isn't that unusual? Nature works in mysterious ways.
Where are you going?
The flowers that, from what I can glean, isn't that unusual?
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself. Focus your attacks.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
Unmasked. This material can be used to enhance equipment, and is a rarity besides.
We shall have to think long and hard about what to do with it.
Look, oxen. How tranquil.
'Tis best to leave harmless creatures be.
Now, what might that be?
We ought to take a closer look.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself. Watch your step, Master.
Proceed with caution, keeping an eye on either side.
True enough. We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. This bow is drawn to women in a moth to a flame.
Such single-mindedness makes our enemies addictive, but not necessarily easy to counter.
I grant your weapon a magical boon.
Well done. I'll combine my magic with yours that you might cast the spell more quickly.
Hope you weren't expecting mercy.
It seems we have enraged our foe.
Might we not use their rage to
Up a brave fight, and here we stand.
The tide of battle was in our favor.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. That was thrilling. I did not know I could feel so alive.
I grant you roaring fame. Fly off as soon as you can.
Nice of you to say so.
A well-organized pack is my specialty. I'll see to it your burdens are shared between us pawns.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
We could do with a lantern's light. Allow me.
Thank you.
can't count the number of meats and fish that have gone to rot in my pack. You'd think the smell would remind me.
Wolves, Master! 'Tis weak to fire. Let my magics grant you an elemental food.
What's going on? I remember. The wolves. How is it I'm still alive? You saved me. Didn't you, sir? I can hardly believe it. Thank you. I would not be standing here without you. How did you know where I was? Did Grandfather request your help? I suppose he must be worried sick about me. If it's all the same to you, sir, I think I'd like to go home now.
Our results are awaited. What say we make our report?
It takes a special breed of courage to traverse these woods a night.
We shall have to be all the more wary till sunup casts the shadows away.
You would have me lead. Consider it done. Come to think of it, some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
Each to their own.
If that is what you wish, Arisen, I'll go on ahead. Come to think of it, the pawns in this party are women all.
And yet no two of us are the same.
Don't want to die.
Keep working.
Feast your eyes on this!
With these flames to smite our enemies. undead draw near!
Hold fast, Arisen! I shan't let you fall!
Defend the Arisen.
Well done!
Most impressive, Master.
Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues. A resounding success. I grant your weapon a magical boon.
So close a call offers no solace in victory.
We ought to consider this a lesson. This is what befalls one who lets down their guard.
No mercy!
The sky is radiant this night. I feel at peace to gaze upon it.
I suppose 'tis so.
Materials, eh? I shan't deny. They have their uses.
Got to keep it together.
Interested in my wares?
Need anything?
Bunch of dullards, a lot.
Rog? Rog, is that you, my boy?
Hello, grandfather.
'Tis a miracle. You're alive and in one piece. Oh, joy of joys! I thought ne'er to lay eyes on you again.
Grandfather, you're smothering me.
Oh, hush. You don't get to complain of such things after you worried me half to death.
I'm very sorry, grandfather. I didn't mean to cause you grief.
And you? Words alone will ne'er be enough to express the depth of my gratitude. I am truly in your debt. Pray, take this. 'Tis naught but a trifle in comparison to your kindness, but I hope you will accept it all the same. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for saving me.
Outstanding.
An achievement to be proud of.
Our efforts have been rewarded.
And yet no two of us are the same. We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
Wolves, if I've ever seen them.
It is weak to fire.
Let my magic grant you an elemental boon.
The paths to victory are indeed. That strategy never worked.
Now that is a surprise.
I'll save you.
Go where your help is needed.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Another statue? Mayhap 'twill yield us sort of use.
I can foresee no reason not to go see it up close.
You'll never reach our destination if you continue in that direction, Master. But I suppose... I can guide us there later.
There will be other opportunities to lead. For now, let us follow.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
Really now, what are you doing?
You ought not to be so careless.
Perhaps a journey to Baytuh will aid us in unraveling the secrets of the Godsway.
Our enemies.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early gripping gets the blow.
on top of the high ground when fighting on it.
We can't have our foes using it against us.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Someone help me!
They need harpies and them down and not destroyed.
Friendly face at last. I cannot thank you enough for your aid, sir. If I might be so bold as to impose upon you again, would you be willing to accompany me to the cenotaph and safeguard me from harm? I fear there are none else to whom I can turn, and if this is not done, the road through these grounds shall fore'er remain impassable. Pray, will you lend me your aid? Oh, thank you! I am in your care, sir.
We are to escort our charge to the cenotaph. Shall we be on our way? Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
You would have me lead. Consider it done.
Mayhap you will think this a trifle, but the events of the coronation are as vivid in my mind as if they occurred only yesterday.
'Tis hard to find my footing in this darkness. This is a powerful weapon. A single bolt loosed from it would carry tremendous lethal force.
When better to use this but in the midst of battle?
Skeletons! There! Holy attacks will serve us well here.
Quick, douse the flame!
Well done. I cannot thwart prowess.
skulls are smashed beyond repair.
If we're to break it, it shan't be from this side.
Really now? Use these flames to smite our enemies.
I will finish this, here and now. Avoid flame at any cost, Arisen. You have been doused in oil.
That battle took more out of me than I would have liked.
What fails to destroy us only enhances our chances against future adversaries. I would gladly be obeyed, Arisen.
I shall not fail you.
I shall finish this! For the Arisen!
I shall heal you at once. Wait a moment.
There's a ladder here.
We ought to put it to good use. Let my magic grant you an elemental boon. These things will be truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair. Well done.
Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle. One never can have too many of these.
Oh, 'twasn't an easy journey, but here we are at last. All that remains is to ring the bell. I only pray it works. That should do it, eh? Aught seems to be well. My humblest thanks, sir. I swear I'll never shirk this sacred duty again. I'd fain reward you for your aid. Heaven knows you've earned it. But I fear times have been rather tough on me. Oh, perhaps you'd accept this key for your troubles. I happened upon it on our way here. I suppose it must unlock something on this battleground, though I confess I know not what. Still, surely it must be grand, as the key is of such ornate make. I pray 'tis to your liking, sir.
I wonder how Harve Village fares. Mayhap we ought to stop by. Very well. I'll guide you there directly.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way. Heed your senses. If aught feels out of place, it could very well be a trap.
Remain alert, and naught shall catch us by surprise.
I suppose we might as well gather what we can.
This is a powerful weapon. A single bolt loosed from it would carry tremendous lethal force.
This could grant us an edge in battle, if we use it well. I shall see it done.
Shall I assist?
An impressive view. We can infer much of the lay of the land from here.
'Twould be a good place to take stock of our surroundings.
True enough.
Thank you, Arisen.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. Cyclops draws near!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. Well done!
I grant your weapon a magical.
Foe worthy of caution. Not to say our best.
Now I understand. Use these flames to smite our enemies. It seems we have engaged our foe.
Reckless opponent makes for easy prey.
By your leave. A common reward. Frustratingly so.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
As a matter of fact, the pain I experienced at the coronation was beyond imagining. We must needs uncover this secret power that allows for the command of pawns. There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us.
All together now. We attack as one.
The moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this.
Understood.
Well aimed strike. Right where it hurts.
Might we not use their rage to our advantage? One must.
Forgive me for being a burden arisen.
First and foremost, we want to lock our balance. It will prove a much easier target when lying prone.
I'd not dare attempt such a feat alone, but together, I think we can manage it.
Our foe appears to have grown just as weary as we.
Recklessness has done them no favours. They ought to conserve their strength.
Strike fast, and our quarry shall fall.
We pulled through in the end. For a moment there, I feared we would... not.
The tide of battle. This heavy pack is slowing me down somewhat, but methinks I can manage for the time being.
Come to think of it, different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Words worth hearing.
If your pack grows over full, simply ask me to sell off your surplus items. I'll have the gold for you in a trice.
A well-organized pack is my specialty. I'll see to it your burdens are shared between us pawns. I shall inform you if I learn aught of worth. 'Tis a pity we must part after sharing such a journey.
Should your pack grow over full, have no fear. I'll lighten your load. All told, I'm rather satisfied with my performance.
I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find my talents useful should we encounter another speaker. Shall we discuss tactics now or later?
Rest assured, Master, you'll hear nary an idle word from me. You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty.
There is a rumor whispered among pawns. I have oft pondered. The gist of it is, when pawns travel beyond the rift, we can contract a peculiar illness that imperils the lives of those around us. At first, we are only restless and excitable, but in time we become so unruly that even the arithmetic has no sway over us. Indeed, well, We shall have to remain watchful, lest one of our company should start showing signs of this sickness.
Unless there's coin in it, I'm not interested.
Be ready. Our foes are armed. We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. I grant your weapon a magical I can't. Can't imagine we're in need of a campsite just now. We shall be ill prepared for battle if we rest overmuch.
Really now? What are you doing?
Do be mindful of your surroundings. Tis overly narrow here, and ill-suited to combat. Let us proceed with caution. Eyes peeled, ears pricked. I grant you roaring flame. I believe yon foe is drawn to light. We ought to extinguish our lantern, lest we summon it unwittingly.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better. Now, what might that be? We ought to take a closer look.
Ord fell from the beast as it breathed its last. Ah, now here's a surprise.
Our collection grows. Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
Are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
Let me get that. It is uncommonly rare, this. I look forward to informing my own master of its finding when I return beyond the rift. Phantoms have no need of exploiting our enemy's weakness. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. We are none of us alike in vocation. One should think we'll be able to counter whatever comes our way. Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible. I knew that I could count upon your strength, Arisen. halve village fairs of late, Master. Pray, allow me to show you the way. You have our gratitude.
Roland makes for menacing foes.
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. Well done. Let my magic grant you an elemental boon. Arisen, are you all right?
I've got a firm grip on our foe. This is our best chance to topple it. Give it a push whilst it's standing on one leg. I ask your aid. Leave an opening. Focus your attacks.
Strike fast, and our quarry shall fall. By your lead. That is cleverly done. I cannot imagine a better use of that. Now that is a surprise.
I shall not fail you. I shall see it done. An excellent strategy. Allow me to.
By all means. This might be worth a read. Let's have a look then. Pray, follow me. Over here, Master. Did you lose sight of me?
As a matter of fact, curious thing, one of my former masters chose to hire only women. 'Tis hard to find my footing in this darkness.
Another dogged adventurer come to take my life. Many have tried, and as you can plainly see, all have failed. I would abandon any such fool ideas if I were you. After all, that which is won by brute force is apt to be lost to the same. Perhaps I might interest you in a game of wits instead. I set before you a simple task. Solve my riddles to satisfaction. Should your answers please me, I will bestow upon you the contents of yon chests. I trust I have your attention? If so, take your place and we shall begin.
The Sphinx's riddles are designed to baffle and confuse. I fear we pawns can be of little aid here, Master. The decision is yours, Arisen. I trust in your judgment.
Your resolve is commendable. The fool beholds a sage in the mirror. The sage a fool. Which is it you see, I wonder? Our eyes are our allies. Yet oft do they betray, for eyes tell lies. So I advise, and thence do lead astray. Yet, how will your eyes advise you? Venture through yonder door, and retrieve that which is of greatest value.
Master, I discovered a treasure chest hereabouts during my last journey beyond the rift. Shall I guide you to it? Let my magics grant you an elemental boon! enraged our foe. Now, while the heart is exposed, its heart ought to be our target. Stilling its pulse is no mean feat, but it can be done. I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself. We are none of us alike in vocation. One should think we'll be able to counter whatever comes our way. Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible.
Sir Arisen, thank heavens you've come. Saurians have claimed the village yet again, if you can believe it. Just when almost all of the villagers had arrived as well. Oh, why must these scaly fiends beset us so?
Oi! What are you doing, standing about when there's work to be done?
Jonas! This is the good sir I spoke of. The one who called the Saurians for us.
Is that right? Then I expect you to aid us with this mess, stranger. You did it once afore, eh? Only natural you'd help finish the job.
My apologies for the chief's temperament. Yet he speaks truly. We have need of your strength. Pray, cull the beasts as you did before, sir. I dare say you are the only one upon whom we can depend.
More Saurians. Let us deliver them a swift end and ensure the village's safety. Saurians, Master! We have no means of executing our enemies. I've got a king! We'll have a hard time finishing the spell coming at us now. That was well done. I nearly did achieve the commands. Splendid. I grant your weapon a magical boon.
The Saurians are no more, I see. That's twice you've come to our rescue now. You're more than a friend to Har Village, Sir Arisen. You are a hero. Truly, we cannot
Here he is! I found our troublemaker!
Jonas! What is the meaning of this?
This blasted beastren went and ventured into Stormwind Cave. How many times have we said none are to tread there? But he just had to poke his nose where it didn't belong. There can be no doubt he's the one who incited the Saurians' attack.
Forgive me. I never meant for any of this to happen.
Trust a beastren to muck things up.
Jonas! Surely there's no need for such talk.
You would say that, wouldn't you? Seems to me beastrens go causing problems, and we humans are lumped with the job of cleaning up after them.
Jonas, please! You're being ridiculous.
There!
I do apologize. 'Twould seem things have turned rather uncomfortable. But we mustn't let this sour your triumph. You came to our aid when we needed it most, and for that, you have our gratitude, Sir Arisen. I do hope you shall visit us again anon.
'Twas a rotten note to end things on. I do hope Sir Fioran will be all right. Over here, if you would.
Thank you, Sir Arisen. That's twice now you've aided us. We've a long road ahead, but fear not. Harv village shall be bustling again ere long.
A fine spot to take my mind off my troubles.
What an exhausting day it's been.
Let me get that.
You are Arisen, are you not? You are Arisen, are you not? There was a time I myself bore that title. Sets my thoughts down dark paths.
Let's take it easy today.
There's a ladder here. We ought to put it to good use.
Have you come to be curious of other vocation? While 'tis admirable to devote yourself, particularly if you are eligible for a special vocation, heretofore unseen opportunities of exciting potential. Have you found any of the items we discussed, per chance? Do come again.
The room's at your neck.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen. Our foes are like to use the dark against us. Take the power of ice and turn it against our foes. Well done, Master. We would do well to keep our distance. Surely naught good can come of that. Indeed, one never can be too cautious. I will finish this, here and now. Nicely done. I grant your weapon a magical ingenious. My own master must hear of this. Now that is a surprise. When charged, be sure to avoid open flame. One can never have too many materials. I espy a hobgoblin. It is weak to lightning strike. It isn't worthless, but that's as much as I can say for it. Rarely have I felt so empty. Keep your ears pricked. Our foes might betray themselves with the slightest sound. Remain alert, and naught shall catch us by surprise. It shall be done. I am here to aid you. Moth to a flame. Such single-mindedness makes our enemy predictable, but not necessarily easier to counter. Continue our onslaught, and the behemoth will soon topple. Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall. Attack now, while the owner's attention is fixed on his favorite prey. Do hurry. Ice's sting is yours to wield. Have enraged our foe. Might we not use their rage to our advantage? I am well aware of that. One of our number is unconscious. You overtax yourself at your own peril. When lying prone. Battle will demand all our strength. We must stand together if we are to seize victory. Our foe has been thrown off balance. There is no better time to strike. A focused attack will end this foe. This is no ordinary vessel. I wonder what 'tis intended to hold. It could prove quite useful. We ought to investigate it, find out what it can do. Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more? Good morrow, everyone. Come, we've much to be getting on with. Feeling rested, I trust? Our foes are like to use the dark against us.
Come to test your wits. Yet, how will your eyes advise you? Venture through yonder door and retrieve that which is of greatest value. So, this is your choice? The greatest worth your eyes descried? Indeed, this is what I sought. Your eyes see true. No greater worth can there be than that found in simplicity. As promised, I shall bestow upon you a prize. Collect it from yon chest and take this file too. Its purpose I shan't divulge. How you use it is up to you.
Outstanding! I should very much like to rejoin you, Master.
Come to test your wits. Love is as twin to madness, they say. They are bound fast as night is today. So bring forth your most beloved to me, that I might gauge the depth of your insanity. Come to test your wits. The parent knows the child, yet the reverse is far from true. The child knows not the parent. Such is the parent's due. I am a lost child, for kinship do I yearn. So bring to me my parent, that I might better learn. Come to test your wits? Life is an enigma, a lender of mortal debt. Yet lighter pack makes fleeter foot, and challenge nimbly met. So grant to me what you most prize, and thence elude your ponderous demise. So, this is your prized possession? A most revealing choice. Do you consent to give it to me, knowing that it may never be returned? Well, well. Very good. That's the spirit. Such generosity deserves a reward, methinks. Why don't you take a peek in yon chest?
Outstanding. Oh, what does this say? Let's have a look then.
What else needs?
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason. We ought to put it to good use.
Home at last.
Welcome home, young master.
Thank you, Diana. I am glad to be back. 'Twas a hard journey, but I found what I sought. A blue sunbright, the sigil of our house. I only hope Mother will be pleased.
Oh, a blue sunbright. I thought they were make-believe.
Oh no, they're quite real. Rather rare, though, and particularly to Melv. I'm surprised you've heard of them, to be frank.
Really? Well, there's a picture of one stuck to the inner cover of a book that was donated to the Gracious Hand. I asked Sir Kendrick about it. He told me the flower's name.
A picture, you say? How very odd.
I believe Miss Daphne is describing a bookplate. The book in question will have been a donation from this very house. Indeed, the mistress has been very generous in her support of the Gracious Hand over the years.
For true? Oh, I must tell her thank you.
I think I could arrange that. I'm certain my mistress would be delighted.
Yes. Well, as for me, I'm just pleased to be home safe and sound.
All this racket? What's going on? Good gracious, what is the meaning of this?
Oh, you must be the lady who's been supporting the Gracious Hand. Thank you ever so much for all you've done for us.
What precisely have you told this girl?
Not a word, mistress. I swear it.
Good. As for you, girl, you need not thank me. 'Tis the privilege of the nobility to help those who are less fortunate. Now, 'tis getting late. You had best be off. Do be sure to leave the house unseen. And fare you well, child. Know that where'er life may lead you, you may take pride in who you are. Come, Diana. I would speak with you alone. You have some explaining to do.
What was that all about? Mother seemed awfully perturbed.
I do wonder what that was all about, though I'm not sure we ought to pry. I scarce know what to make of this outcome.
'tis a relief to be home safe and sound. I only hope the blue sunbright lifts Mother's spirits. What was that all about? Mother seemed awfully perturbed.
To think the lady here has been supporting the Gracious Hand for so long. I must find a way to thank her. Are all the nobles so kind? I can't wait to tell everybody at the Gracious Hand that I met the lady who gave us the book with the pretty flower.
What's going on?
Doesn't seem right, this.
I'm afraid not.
I took you for a kinder sort than that.
A crime committed here will see one confined to jail. I've heard that jailers are paid a pittance, despite the hardships of their work.
Seems you won't be swayed. A shame, that.
I've naught to say to the likes of you.
I'm ready for patrol. Hereabouts.
Well, this is no good. Can't let myself get distracted.
I don't have enough to sleep. What business have you here?
Oh, looking for the Jadeite orb, are you? Can't say I've seen it, or heard of it for that matter. Mind refreshing my memory? It's all coming back to me now. Which is to say, I've not a clue. But I can tell you what I'd do if I nicked a treasure like that. My first stop would be Ibrahim's scrap store. Got to be sure my price is the genuine article, eh? The scrap stores are in the Checkpoint Rest Town. Might be worth a look, see?
I'd hasten home, were this not my duty.
This place. Makes my hair stand on end.
The question.
Lost track of time. This place is too comfortable.
I should very much like to rejoin you, Master. I suppose we might as well gather what we can.
Making a living as a soldier.
Welcome, sir. Contrary to the name, this little shop of mine deals in naught but the finest treasures. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth for yourself. On the transference of souls, eh? 'Tis not like to do much harm on its own, but when combined with its twin, the first volume, 'tis potent indeed. Take care how you use it, sir. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time. A little patience is all I ask. Many thanks to you.
The jadeite orb is safely in hand.
Welcome. If you think me a liar, then buy something. The item you requested is complete. Here you are. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time. A little Many thanks to you.
I've been on my feet.
I'm tired of breaking my back for someone else.
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth. The item you requested is complete. Here you are, sir. You hope to see you again.
You might say that the purpose of a forgery is limited only by one's own imagination. 'Tis nigh indistinguishable from the genuine article. That fact alone means it has potential.
So, how goes it? Did you manage to retrieve the jadeite orb? Ah, splendid. You've my thanks. Before we discuss your reward, however, there is one final matter to which we must attend. You see, in my line of work, trust is paramount, and so we shall go to verify the orb's authenticity together. Come, I trust old Ibrahim's eye most of all. Let us pay a visit to his little scrap store.
Follow my lead.
Your mornings get earlier as your bones get older.
Good day, Ibrahim. Would you be so kind as to examine this jadeite orb? Now, I have a bit of business to attend to while he performs his appraisal. I ask that you await my return here.
What is it? The appraisal's not yet done, and I must needs concentrate. What's this for, then? That shan't get you anywhere, I'm afraid. Sir Everard's paid me quite a sum to handle this appraisal, I don't mind telling you. You're a persistent one, aren't you? Gold's all well and good, but I shan't risk my business for a full pocket. I've my future to think of. Heavens fend! That's more than I can refuse. Very well, I'll do as you bid, but I shan't be making a habit of this.
He ought to be finished by now. Come, let us go see. You have done your title proud, Arisen. This jadeite orb is indeed the genuine article. My partners shall be most relieved to hear of its return. You have certainly earned your reward. I trust you will find it satisfactory, and I do hope you will permit me to call upon you again, should aught arise.
True to his word, Sir Everard has paid us handsomely for the orb, and plentiful coin is always welcome on our journey. I concur.
What delights might there be to find in town?
What's to do? Nodding off where I stand.
There you are! Pray, tell me, have you found the jadeite orb? Oh, thank you, thank you! Now my freedom is assured. Pray, take this. I know 'tisn't much, but I've naught else to offer. Right, I'd best get going. Sir, though we may ne'er meet again, know that I shall remember this kindness as long as I live. Farewell.
I hope Sir Offalv shall lead a life free of cares, now that we have released him from his shackles. 'Twas a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
Not an inkling of what to...
Few are as learned on the subject of the written word as Mad... Pick up every little thing you find, and your pack will soon outweigh you. Well, I know it, yet I cannot seem to resist. I expect that's a common occurrence in our line of work. Battle is best avoided here.
What is it? Have you brought me something to sate my unquenchable thirst for knowledge? A book, perchance? No, a letter, is it? Let's see here. But know that tonight the moon shall again be shrouded in a veil of gossamer clouds, awaiting the return of the sun's warming glow. Well, well, I'd not thought Disa the capacity for such refinement. 'Tis a love letter of a sort. One that draws on ancient symbolism to convey its message. The moon represents a woman, the sun, a man. Put simply, what this letter means to communicate is, I miss you. Ha! A surprisingly saccharine sentiment coming from the Queen Regent. Would you not agree? I know not who this Phasis is, though 'tis safe to say that Disa is rather invested in him. What concerns me is this godsway mentioned in the first line. If we can take this letter at its word, and 'twas indeed granted to the Queen Regent, we can surmise that it must be something tangible, an object. As to what manner of object, however, I can only begin to guess, and I'm not one for pointless conjecture. I suspect someone of Batali heritage might be able to tell you more.
Oh, what does this say? Shall we take a closer look? An ox cart ought to make our journey easier. Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.